The city sleeps, but the pulse remains. Static in the air, shadow in the rain. Breathe in the glow of the ambient street. Let the frequencies flow from your head to your feet. Headlights trace the empty avenues underneath the sky of deep obsidian blues. We are drifting through the quiet, hollow streets, moving to the rhythm of our own heartbeats. Glass and concrete blur into a midnight haze, lost inside this beautiful and endless maze. There's no destination, nowhere else to be, just the silver moon, the shifting shadows and me. Echoes bouncing off the empty walls. I can hear the way the silence calls. Time is melting in the heavy air, slipping out of focus, floating anywhere. Falling to the midnight velvet, wrap the shadows tight around my soul. Falling to the midnight velvet, let the deep bass take complete control. We are glowing in the ultraviolet, riding on a wave we cannot see. Falling to the midnight velvet, lose yourself to find your sanctuary. Steam's rising from the cooling metal grates. The waking world can hold its breath and simply wait. Footsteps echo lightly on the cobblestone. In this sonic frequency, we are never alone. A sudden flash of amber from the traffic lights, painting golden halos in the middle of the night. Every drop of falling rain becomes a metronome. This hitchhike paradise is exactly like a home. Echoes bouncing off the empty walls. I can hear the way the silence calls. Time is melting in the heavy air, slipping out of focus, floating anywhere. Falling to the midnight velvet, wrap the shadows tight around my soul. Falling to the midnight velvet, let the deep bass take complete control. We are going in the ultraviolet, riding on a wave we cannot see. Falling to the midnight velvet, lose yourself to find your sanctuary. The horizon starts to blur and wash away, pushing back the breaking of another day. Wash over me and synthesize surround. I am elevated, lifting off the ground. Closing my eyes, I watch the colors shift, caught inside the current. I surrender and I dream. Falling to the midnight velvet, wrap the shadows tight around my soul. breath in the atmosphere. Fading shadows disappear, drifting out across the tide. Nowhere left we need to hide. The city sleeps beneath a velvet sky. I watch the neon constellations die. A quiet pulse begins to wake the ground, and I am floating in a sea of sound. We walked along the edges of the night, just waiting for a sudden spark of white. The heavy air is starting to release. I find it there in the center of my peace. Feel the rhythm rising from the floor. Washing all the broken glass away. Dive with me into the ocean of light. Leave behind the heavy shadows of night. We are weightless in the glowing unknown. We are seas the universe is just sown. Let the current pull our bodies away. We will ride the frequencies till the day. Dive with me into the ocean of light. Everything is going to be frequencies are washing over me. A digital dawn, warm serenity. I hear your voice 1,000 miles away, but in this resonance is where you stay. The concrete jungle slowly melts to gold. A beautiful new story to unfold. We harmonize the chaos in our mind and leave the gravity of Earth behind. Feel the rhythm rising from the floor. I don't wanna fight it anymore. Colors bleeding through the silver veil, washing all the broken glass away. Dive with me into the ocean of light. Leave behind the heavy shadows of night. We are weightless in the glowing unknown. We are seas the universe is just sown. Let the current pull our bodies away. We will ride the frequencies to the day. Dive with me into the ocean of light. Everything is gonna be alright. Hold your breath and let the filter sweep. Awake the magic that was fast asleep. A sudden rush of oxygen and fire. We are climbing higher, ever climbing higher. The white noise shatters into crystal stars, erasing all the lines of who we are. Just close your eyes and let the baseline drop. We are at the summit and we will never stop. Dive with me into the ocean of light. Leave behind the heavy shadows of night. We are weightless in the bright unknown. We are seas the universe is just sown. Let the current pull our bodies away. We will ride the frequencies to the day. Dive with me into the ocean of light. We are shining, we are blinding and bright. The water settles and the waves are still. A golden aura on a distant hill. I breathe you in and slowly float away, forever resting in the break of day. Static on the vinyl, a distant humming wire. The city breathes out slow, and I'm the fire. I close my eyes and let the frequencies align. Caught inside the rhythm, stepping out of time. The velvet curtains drawn against the silver glass, watching headlights bleed and blur as taxis pass. There is a heavy hum vibrating through the floor, like a secret heartbeat hidden behind the door. I pour a glass of nothing, watch the shadows play, let the inner love warm melt the cold away. A solitary silhouette against the glowing screen, lost inside the spaces of the spaces in between. The filters open wide beyond a breeze, suspended in the air. There is nothing underneath. A whisper in the static calls my spirit out, washing away the edges, drowning out the doubt. We are drifting on the deep house waves tonight, bathing in the glow of the artificial light. Let the steady kick drum carry us away, far beyond the borders of the waking day. Lost inside the rhythm, sinking in the deep, somewhere in the valley between the groove and sleep. We are drifting on the deep house waves tonight, nothing but the music and the fading of the light. The sub-bass rolls like thunder in a distant sky, reflected in the neon of a stranger's eye. Footsteps on the pavement synchronize and blend, tracing out a circle that will never end. The smoke hangs heavy in the corners of the room, the sanctuary built inside the midnight gloom. Every single snare We are trivial declining, reaching for the stars, echoes bouncing back from Jupiter and Mars. The bass drops into nothing, leaving only space. A solitary moment, an empty, perfect place. The hi-hat starts to rush, the tension pulls me tight before I fall back down into the velvet night. We are drifting on the deep house waves tonight, bathing in the glow of the artificial light. Let the steady kick drum carry us away, far beyond the borders of the waking day. Lost inside the rhythm, sinking in the deep, somewhere in the valley between the groove and sleep. We are drifting on the deep house waves tonight, nothing but the music and the feeling at night. The kick drum slowly fades into the quiet dusk, leaving only echoes of a love that's solid trust. The tape delay is spinning out a final gentle sigh. Good night to the neon, good night to the sky. Breathe in the cool night air, city lights bleed through the tinted glass, a steady pulse beneath the pavement. We are sinking into the midnight blue. The clock strikes 2 when the streets are bare, still soft hum hanging in the heavy air. Street lamps painting gold upon the rain-slicked road, carrying the secrets that the midnight holds. I watch the shadows dancing on the dashboard light, losing all my worries to the velvet night. Every empty corner feels like hallowed ground, wrapped inside the rhythm of this silent town. The tempo rises quietly in my chest, soothing down a heart that cannot rest. We leave the heavy daylight far behind, and let the driving bass line clear the mind. We are shadows in the neon glow, drifting where the nocturnal winds blow, lost inside a deep house dream, floating down a silver stream. Let the rhythm take control tonight, bathing in the ultraviolet light. No destination, nowhere else to be, just a steady heartbeat setting us free. A silhouette is moving through the purple haze, caught inside the beauty of this midnight maze. Reflections of the skyline in your quiet eyes, a universe of peace where all the tension dies. The engine purrs a melody so soft and low, synchronized exactly with the radio. We leave behind the driving bass line clear the mind. We are shadows in the neon glow, drifting where the nocturnal winds blow, lost inside a deep house dream, floating down a silver stream. Let the rhythm take control tonight, bathing in the ultraviolet light. No destination, nowhere else to be, just a steady heartbeat setting us free. Time suspends a moment in the atmosphere. Everything is distant, yet it feels so near. Whispers in the static, calling out my name. Nothing in the morning will be quite the same. Hold this fragile magic in your open hands, drifting through the hourglass, shifting with the sand. We are shadows in the neon glow, drifting where the nocturnal winds blow, lost inside a deep house dream, floating down a silver stream. Let the rhythm take control tonight, bathing in the ultraviolet light. No destination, nowhere else to be, just a steady heartbeat setting us free. Fading out into the velvet blue, just a steady pulse, just me and you. Shadows in the neon drifting away, waiting for the dawn to break the day. The city sleeps beneath a violet haze. Shadows stretch across the empty streets. I am drifting through the ambient maze, breathing in the rhythm of the deep. Headlights paint the walls in liquid gold. Every reflection is a story left untold. I roll the windows down to feel the chill. The world is spinning, but the air is still, tracing the lines of the avenue glow, watching the midnight illusions grow. There is a frequency beneath the ground, a heavy heartbeat in the underground. Colors bleed into the dark, pulling me away. I forget the heavy words that I was meant to say. Caught inside the sweeping current, floating off the grid, unlocking every secret that the daylight ever hid. We are swimming in the neon ocean tide, where the rhythm and the falling rain collide. Let the baseline wash away the setting sun. In the shadows, you and I are moving as one. We are swimming in the neon ocean tide, where the rhythm and the falling rain collide. Let the baseline wash away the setting sun. In the shadows, you and I my soul. I am giving up the illusion of control. Colors bleed into the dark, pulling me away. I forget the heavy words that I was meant to say. Caught inside the sweeping current, floating off the grid, unlocking every secret that the daylight ever hid. We are swimming in the neon ocean tide, where the rhythm and the falling rain collide. Let the baseline wash away the setting sun. In the shadows, you and I are moving as one. We are swimming in the neon ocean tide, where the rhythm and the falling rain collide. Let the baseline wash away the setting sun. In the shadows, you and I are moving as one. Weightless, I am rising through the atmosphere. Everything is suddenly so crystal clear. The muted kick is thumping in my chest, putting all the daylight ghosts to rest. Breathe in the static, exhale the light. We're all the architects of the velvet night. We are swimming in the neon ocean tide, where the rhythm and the falling rain collide. Let the baseline wash away the setting sun. In the shadows, you and I are moving as one. We are swimming in the neon ocean tide, where the rhythm and the falling rain collide. Let the baseline wash away the setting sun. In the shadows, you and I are moving as one. The tides are pulling back into the deep, leaving only echoes for the dark to keep, fading out into a quiet, endless blue. Nothing but the velvet night and you. Soft neon bleeding through the apple skin fog. The bass begins to tremble deeply underfoot. Close your eyes, let the frequency take over. We are nothing but shadows melting into sound. The city sleeps, but we are just awaking beneath the pavement where the world is shaking. A heavy rhythm pulling at my shoulder. The air is warm, the night is growing colder. I see your silhouette across the glowing room, a fleeting specter wrapped inside the velvet gloom. The sub-bass rolls and washes over every fear. There is no yesterday, there's only now and here. The frequencies rise into a fever pitch. We step across the border, pull the midnight switch. The claps align to synchronize our beating hearts. This is the moment where the sweet illusion starts. Lose yourself inside the echoes in the dark. Let the soft aside be at the vital spark. Drifting on the current of a steady beat, dancing out the sorrow where the shadows meet. Let the deep velvet groove carry you away. We don't have to face the blinding light of day. Lose yourself inside the echoes in the dark. Leave behind the glowing everlasting A breathy whisper catches on the hi-hat tap. We fall into the center of the sonic map. The walls are sweat and painted in a violet hue. I leave my heavy body just to follow you. We trade our secrets in the spaces of the kick. The magic of the midnight wraps around us thick. Just let the lush pads wash away the broken past. We formed a frequency that's finally built to last. The frequency is rising to a fever pitch. We step across the border, pull the midnight switch. The claps align to synchronize is suspended. Every fractured piece of us is finally mended. We are just currents of electric air, breathing in the static, nothing to repair. Wait for the warmth of the rising chord before we plunge back to the heavy floor. Lose yourself inside the echoes in the dark. Lose your secret signs within the vital spark. Drifting on the current of a steady beat, dancing out the sorrow where the shadows meet. Let the deep velvet groove carry you away. We don't have to face the blinding light of day. Lose yourself inside the echoes in the dark. Leave behind a glowing everlasting mark. The pulse is fading back into the morning gray. The synthesizer washes everything away. Just a breathless whisper lingering in the mind. Leave the echoes in the dark behind. The city sleeps, but the frequencies wake. Breathing in the dark, exhaling the light. A slow tide of silver across the window pane. We are drifting through the quiet hours. The streetlights reflect on the wet pavement glass. I watch the blurry silhouettes of the midnight pass. The bass in my chest beats a slow, steady time, erasing the borders of yours and of mine. We sit in the quiet, the engine hums low. Nowhere to be and nowhere to go. The dashboard is glowing in ultraviolet hues. I am losing my center, I am sinking in you. Feel the rhythm rising up through the floor. Leave the heavy world outside of the door. Echoes in the shadows starting to sway. Watch the neon colors washing away. We are slipping through the midnight in velvet, caught inside a loop and we can't help it. Let the deep bass carry the feeling, staring at the lights dancing up on the ceiling. We are slipping through the midnight in velvet. Nothing else is real and you know that I meant it. Let the deep bass carry the feeling, and not in slow, it's the air we are breathing. We are slipping through the midnight in velvet, caught inside a loop and we can't help it. Let the deep bass carry the feeling, staring at the lights dancing up on the ceiling. We are slipping through the midnight in velvet. Nothing else is real and you know that I meant it. Let the deep bass carry the feeling, and not in the slow, it's the air we are breathing. Time is just a concert really far behind, a beautiful illusion, a trick of the mind. I close my eyes and let the sound wash over. The synthesis is pulling me closer and closer. Vagrants are shifting, the deep tempo lines. We are crossing the borders, we are blurring the lines. We are slipping through the midnight in velvet, caught inside a loop and we can't help it. Let the deep bass carry the feeling, staring at the lights dancing up on the ceiling. We are slipping through the midnight in velvet. Nothing else is real and you knew that I meant it. Let the deep bass carry the feeling, but not in the slow, it's the air we are breathing. Gotta be slow, drifting away. The velvet is folding into the day. Just the beat of my heart and the spark of the night fade into silence, flaring into light. The city breathes out slowly, shadows stretch across the glass. A deep pulse beneath the pavement, we are floating in the dark. Streetlights bleed into a golden haze, painting silhouettes in empty space. The velvet sky is heavy, soft and deep, while the rest of the world has gone to sleep. I can feel the hum inside my chest, a gentle rhythm putting thoughts to rest. Every passing car is just a ghost, drifting down the Montclair coast. Close your eyes and let the colors run. We are hiding from the morning sun. Time is just a circle in the air, washing away every heavy care. We are drifting on the midnight tide, where the secret of the inside the room and chase away the quiet gloom. The melody begins to rise, reflecting endless in your eyes. We are drifting on the midnight tide, where the secret of the city hides. Let the frequencies wash over you in this ocean of electric blue. We are drifting on the midnight tide, with the bassline as our only guide. Fall into the tempo, lose control. Let the midnight rhythm heal your soul. The rhythm slowly fades away to dust. In the velvet darkness we will trust, lingering inside the silent deep, letting the city pull us into sleep. The city sleeps, but the current flows, a distant hum beneath the pavement. I close my eyes and let the colors bleed, slipping into the shadow of the sound. The streetlights paint your face in shades of blue. We are drifting through the avenues, just us two. The bass is beating like a second heart, tearing the heavy silence of the night apart. A hazy glow is rising from the ground. We leave the waking world without a sound. The windows down, I breathe the cool dark air. There is a kind of magic tangle in your hair. The rhythm elevates, the shadows blur. I am listening to every softly spoken word. A rising tide of electric light. We are surrendering to the pull of the night. Into the velvet midnight we fall away, chasing the echoes of a brand new day. The frequency is pulling us so deep, awake inside a lucid neon sleep. Let the groove wash over, cool and slow. We are following the ultraviolet glow into the velvet midnight, hand in hand, lost inside a beautiful wasteland. The skyline fades into a starry blur. The engine hums a low hypnotic purr. I see the reflections dancing in your eyes, a secret language written in the skies. The tempo drops, but the feeling stays. We are navigating through the purple haze. No destination, we are just riding away. This is the sanctuary that we crave. The rhythm elevates, the shadows blur. I am listening to every softly spoken word. A rising tide of electric light. We are surrendering to the pull of the night. Into the velvet midnight we fall away, chasing the echoes of a brand new day. The frequency is pulling us so deep, awake inside a lucid neon sleep. Let the groove wash over, cool and slow. We are following the ultraviolet glow into the velvet midnight, hand in Swimming through the static of the midnight hour, a distant rhythm pulling at the edges of my mind. Subwoofers humming like a heartbeat in the floor. I close my eyes and leave the heavy world behind. The city lights are bleeding through the rainy glass, a watercolor painting of a world asleep. I watch the glowing headlights as the taxis pass, and dive into a frequency so warm and deep. There is a sanctuary hidden in the bass, a quiet architecture built of synthesized sound. I lose the memories that I do not wanna trace, until my floating feet forget the solid ground. The shadows open up to let the color in, a slow crescendo rising from the velvet floor. I feel the electricity against my skin. I am a spirit to the person I was before, caught inside the echoes in the velvet night, swimming through the currents of a neon sea. Everything is heavy but my soul is light. A rhythm is the only thing controlling me, caught inside the echoes in the velvet night, surrendering my spirit to the endless groove, blazing in the glow of ultraviolet light. I do not have to think, I only have to move. The kick drum fades away into a quiet hum. Electric piano chords are gliding through the air. I let the soothier isolation overcome the tangled up illusions of my own despair. We are just whispers in an empty corridor, but in this atmosphere we are a golden spark. I'm not afraid of the silence anymore. I found a glowing constellation in the door. The shadows open up to let the color in, a slow crescendo rising from the velvet floor. I feel the electricity against my skin. I am a stranger to the person I was before, caught inside the echoes in the velvet night, swimming through the currents of a neon sea. Everything is heavy but my soul is light. The rhythm is the only thing controlling me, caught inside the echoes in the velvet night, surrendering my spirit to the endless groove, blazing in the glow of ultraviolet light. I do not have to think, I only have to move. It seems the sadness elevate the atmosphere. A syncopated bassline washes over my chest. The smoke begins to rise and suddenly it is clear. This hypnotic sanctuary is where I rest. The snare is building up the tension in the room. The sudden rush of magic bursting from the gloom, caught inside the echoes in the velvet night, swimming through the currents of a neon sea. Everything is heavy but my soul is light. The rhythm is the only thing controlling me, caught inside the echoes in the velvet night, surrendering my spirit to the endless groove, lost inside the magic of the flashing light. Forever in this moment I am free to move. The beat dissolves into the fading atmosphere, a gentle repetition slipping out of sight. The whispers are the only thing I still can hear, just echoes fading softly in the velvet floor. Drifting through the static of the night, whispers catching on the edge of the wind. I close my eyes and let the colors bleed. We are weightless now. The city falls asleep below my feet. A quiet rhythm hums beneath the street. I trace the silver shadows on the wall and wait to hear the midnight frequency call. Your silhouette is dancing in the dark, a sudden spark to light the heavy part. We leave the heavy gravity behind, a secret sanctuary we can find. The temperature is rising in the air, electric currents run through my hair. I feel the bass begin to shake the floor. I've never felt a rush like this before. Take me higher to the velvet skyline, where the neon and the starlight intertwine. We are buried in the middle of the deep, promises that only dreamers ever keep. Wash away the shadows of the turning world. Watch the paradise of midnight be unfurled. Take me higher to the velvet skyline. Lose yourself inside this beating heart of mine. The breath of smoke against the window pane. We wash our spirits in the astral rain. The ticking of the clock begins to fade inside the shelter that the music made. I catch the echo of your steady breath, a beautiful defiance over death. The rhythm is an ocean we can swim whenever all the city lights grow dim. The temperature is rising in the air, electric currents run through my hair. I feel the bass begin to shake the floor. I've never felt a rush like this before. Take me higher to the velvet skyline, where the neon and the starlight intertwine. We are floating in the middle of the deep, promises that only dreamers ever keep. Wash away the shadows of the turning world. Watch the paradise of midnight be unfurled. Take me higher to the velvet skyline. Lose yourself inside this beating heart of mine. We are flown, we are flown, we are free. Just a ripple on the surface of the sea. Let the melody break open every door. I am yours and you are mine forevermore. Hold my hand until the morning breaks the spell. In this beautiful illusion we dwell. Take me higher to the velvet skyline, where the neon and the starlight intertwine. dawn. The steady pulse goes on and on, weightless in the quiet blue. I am dreaming here with you. The city sleeps, but the rhythm breathes. Exhale the daylight, let the shadows bleed. We are drifting on a midnight velvet sea. Close your eyes, just follow me. Streetlights blur into golden lines across the glass. Watching all the tired faces slowly fading past. I can feel the heavy air finally starting to clear. There is nothing but the frequency that we can hear. The bass is humming beneath the soles of my shoes, washing away the static and the evening blues. Every heartbeat aligns with the muted kick drum. This is the sanctuary where the night becomes numb. The pressure drops as we cross the borderline. We leave the chaos of the waking world behind. Just let the tempo take control of your mind. A hypnotic sanctuary by design. Sink into the midnight veil, let it pull you under. Wrapped inside the warmth of a silent thunder, floating through the dark on an electric wave. This is the quiet kind of freedom that we sink into the midnight veil. Lose your sense of time, let the melody and memory slowly intertwine. We are shadows moving softly through the chill, where the rhythm never stops and time stands still. Headlights cut through the mist of the avenue, painting the pavement in a quiet shade of blue. The electric piano echoes through the empty street, synchronized with every breath and every single beat. I let my shoulders drop and release the heavy weight, surrender into the magic of this altered state. We are ghosts in the machine, running on the breeze, finding all our comfort in these lower frequencies. The pressure drops as we cross the borderline. We leave the chaos of the waking world behind. Just let the tempo take control of your mind. A hypnotic sanctuary by design. Sink into the midnight velvet, let it pull you under. Wrapped inside the warmth of a silent thunder, floating through the dark on an electric wave. This is the quiet kind of freedom that waits. Sink into the midnight velvet, lose your sense of time, let the melody and memory slowly intertwine. We are shadows moving softly through the chill, where the rhythm never stops and time stands still. The filter opens up and lets the starlight inside. We are riding on the crest of an endless tide. Harmonies are shimmering like glass in the rain, washing out the echoes of the daytime pain. Hold your breath and let the atmosphere expand. We are drifting far away.